They done messed up now. Should have never gave these boys a podcast. Whoa. This is Off the Rim. With your boy, Coach Skinny, Coach Drees, and Coach Drake. I'm up. There go the men again. What up, SimWorld? Sit back, relax. Let us take you through the mind of a coach.
Yo, what up? You already know what it is. Back at it again. What up, Drees? What up, Drayton?
What's going on, Skinny? What's up, SimWorld?
What they do?
All right, so y'all know we got a short clock around here nowadays. But I just been thinking, man. So I was looking at a lot of numbers, a lot of film, and there's been a lot of brick squad going on around here. And I decided to be a nerd. And I was like, let me go look at some stats from last season, see how they shape up. So I just wanted to look at a 3-point shooting last season, and it actually blew my mind. So last season, Southeast Select, no big surprise, right? They shot 46% from behind the arc. Now, granted, we only in 5 games. But with that being said, right now, Showtime's at 47, but it's a major drop-off from Showtime to the number 10 team. And the number 10 team is shooting 32% compared to the number 10 team last season shooting 39%. Drayton, how you feel about that?
Man, I gotta keep it honest. It seems like the shooters went and graduated. Cause it seems like everybody's been struggling from the three. I can't take light of it. And as a coach, I have to do the best that I can to adjust to people not hitting threes at a high clip anymore.
For me, hopefully, it's one of them things where, hopefully that, players gain rhythm over the season. Right now, it hasn't been looking good. I ain't had to deep dive into the stats to see it. That's just from watching games. You can just see guys that we have known to be, pretty good or great shooters struggle. Basically, on a game-by-game basis, it has been terrible 3-point shoot. Hopefully, it's just one thing where they're going to get themselves in a rhythm as the season goes along.
Yeah, so I agree with both y'all. And what blows my mind though, like the scoring has went up, and I think it's obvious why. You would think that the score would go down because these kids are having a lot of struggling nights shooting the ball, but they having major success in the paint. I'm trying to say this nicely, but there's really no other nice words to really say, but the paint has become sweet this season. Are y'all seeing the same thing? Shout out to Cascadia, man. They got the driving machine, or how Rick like to say, the ultimate driving machine. And they got Dunk God, and they are feasting because of how sweet this paint is. Are y'all seeing the same thing, or am I tripping?
It's definitely easier per se to score in the paint this season. It's a lot of hero ball, a lot of ISO. So when the ISO happens, the bigs is just standing idly by, and people get into the cup. And when you constantly could get to the cup, eventually teams got to start fouling. You start fouling, that's more freebies. So the point totals have to go up, even though people not shooting threes at a high clip this season.
Yeah, that's true. And I also think is a lean towards the focus of offense, just like in the current day as it is with the NBA and stuff like that. Most of these kids, the new generation of kids, they're shooters, they're ball handlers, they're stuff like that. There's only, 2 out of 10 guys who specializes in defense, and even less of those guys are perimeter defenders. They're mostly rim protectors and stuff of that nature. So it's probably a little bit of all of these things, and I think they're the focus on offense is a main key in this explosion towards the paint, and no perimeter defenders. I think that combination, or not as many perimeter defenders, because every team has 1 or 2 guys who could play defense, but all around the court you have some teams have 4 or 5 guys who could score or dribble, but you only have maybe 1 or 2 guys who can guard on the perimeter. So they're just putting extra stress on the big men, in my opinion, which is, it's not that many good ones. So putting constant stress on having them defend over and over and over again hasn't worked out this well. So, excuse me, hasn't worked out well so far this season.
Yeah, so I pretty much say all that after doing all my nerding to say, I would have never thought with how many elite paint defenders that we had last season that the paint would be such a liability this season. So I know my boy Drees is up out of there. He gone from the series, Survivor. Rick got a X. Trey out of there. And I think Kai Killings is out of there too. I got an X. I think Drayton got an X. But we still good. I think I got 2 X's. Drayton got 2. Right now, Rick looking like, he gonna cruise to this. But yeah. Anything else y'all gotta say maybe about that topic or just in general?
I mean, that shit, so many people being out so far this fast. We all teams played 5 games, 5, maybe 6, 5 games. Mostly everybody played 4 or 5 games. And we got 3 strikes. And for people to be out that fast, it shows you that this isn't as cut and dry as you think. You can look on there and say, "Oh, this team is good. They should beat them." Nah, this what SimWorld Prep always has been. It's always been you gotta come up, you gotta come to the game, you gotta show up, and you gotta ball. If you don't ball, you won't get bounced.
What you got, Drake?
I felt like Drake said it perfect. If you don't come to ball, you gonna get bounced.
Plain and simple. Close us out, man.
SimWorld, the only place where you can see the game and be the game. We out.
We out. Hey, coaches, y'all get in the media feed. We don't get to talk much, man. Get in there. Let's chop it up. Y'all got something to say that the media done said or anything y'all want to address? It's your time. Let's get it.